Alright, here we go, guys. Monday morning. Hope everyone had a great weekend. And just wanted to say happy Veterans Day. Respect to all the veterans out there, especially for anyone, any veterans watching this live stream. Big shout out to you guys. Alright, let's get into this morning watch list. Let me pull over a chart. Alright, so first we got here is CLVS. CLVS, first off on our watch list here. This was a swing trade from Friday over on CLVS. Did alert this one during the live stream. Watch this one for a potential strong close for a gap up overnight for some continuation. As you guys know, the market trend lately has been multi-day runners. So our CLVS had a lot of similar statistics to some of the recent multi-day runners we have had, and you could see this daily chart. Just a nice daily chart here. Just a nice little wedge pattern here, putting in some higher lows, putting in two strong green volume days. You can see we did 12 million here, then we did 36 million here, and we had a nice little move up today to 645. I was taking profits around 635 from a 580s average on CLVS. So great overall play on this one. I'll also continue to watch this one throughout the morning. We'll see if we could have a some more continuation this morning on CLVS. Alright, let's get into the next play. DARE. Alright, so DARE, gapped up here on light volume, only 600,000 shares traded, with float around 13 million. We like to trade stocks, guys, that have float rotation. So the main thing we like to look for when we're looking to long a stock is float rotation. You could see only doing 600,000 in volume. I've seen DARE in the past gapped up on tons of volume. I remember this one being up 4 or 5 million volume in pre-market, and it led to a nice rip throughout the start of the day. I'm not saying that it can't go on a nice rip. All I'm saying is that we like to look for some better volume. We like to look for stocks that are maybe halfway through full rotation, or at least a little bit more than 600,000 in the pre-market, especially if the float's around 13 million. So we like to look for stocks that are on trading high volume in the morning. And DARE a little bit lighter in volume, but we'll continue to watch it throughout the morning. On this play, $1 name, a little bit cheaper, so it doesn't pique my interest as much, but it's one that we'll keep on watch this morning on DARE here. Has gone on some nice reps back in the past. All right, let's see what else we got. Let's see. Well, I want to mention it. AGRX come to in chat, and I think maybe it was Gamer. Did say that AGRX could potentially be releasing some FDA news this week, so you may see some anticipation into some sort of news here. So we could see some volume continue to move into AGRX throughout the week. So this is one that you may want to be keeping a watch on throughout the week. They did have a shelf offering Friday, so you do want to be careful here. So this is kind of one I'll be keeping more on the back burner on AGRX. So another back burner play, DRAD. You can see no volume, but they are releasing earnings on Thursday. It's a very low float stock on DARD. And you can see 40% IO, 1 million in float. So we'll see what happens on Thursday. Those are some more back burner plays, and then there was another back burner play, DMTK. Kind of making this this U-shape, this U-shape pattern on the daily here. Just another light volume play. Just another back burner. We can see if it could get any sort of momentum today off this curling pattern here. Let's see if it could get possibly close to that $10 mark on DMTK. Those are some more back burner plays. We also have CNST. This is another one still holding up, kind of making this flag pattern here in the daily. You can see how it looks on dips. Same thing, to the upside. Weak pops for some more backside. This is a tricky one on CNST. I probably won't be looking for a short on this one again. it had its chance on the day two, but it still held there. Uh, so now going into what is this? Day three, day four. A little bit more tricky on the short side on CNST, and same thing on the long, a little bit riskier. So maybe one you want to avoid, but just throwing it out there on CNST. And then we also have RAPT. Went on this nice move on Friday here. Big range, huge range on this one. I think this one's a very low float. I think this one's under 1 million in float. You can see this morning gapped up on 900 in volume, so very light volume this morning on RAPT. So we could be seeing some more backside today on RAPT. So that's another one you'll keep on the back burner. All right, that's gonna be it for this morning watch. Just really the main watch this morning is gonna be CLVS. This one, has the most volume so far in pre-market over on CLVS. I believe it does. This is going to be the most eyes are for small caps this morning. Excuse me, we do have CARB, but it's a mid cap, and then we have DARE. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Casper, yeah, it could be that, guys. We could be a little bit of an early end to today's stream if it looks a little bit slow. So we'll see. Maybe it's hot. You never know. So we got to see. Yep. Good morning, Richard. Yeah, not too much. Exciting me also this morning. Oh, I did forget one ticker. LPCN. Possible dead cat this morning. Possible dead cat bounce. ANAB. Yeah, ANAB was our our play on Friday. How's it looking this morning on ANAB? Right around 1040. I mean, this is gonna be a day two now off the dead cat. I'd prefer something more like LPCN. If you guys are liking the dead cat bounce setup, we have been seeing the dead cat bounce setup, a lot more present now in this market. I can remember the last 2 weeks we've been seeing a lot of them. I'm seeing a lot of them recently. So LPCN, this is one that maybe we could be looking for a possible dead cat this morning on LPCN. Down 75%. Maybe we could see back up to maybe $1 this morning. So we'll be keeping this one on watch as well. Workhorse. Where's Workhorse? I'm still holding a position here. Yeah, I'm still holding a 290 position here. More of a long-term position on Workhorse here. So this is always one that's going to have some decent range on the day on Workhorse. I know a lot of traders like to scalp this one. So Workhorse, always in, play for maybe some quick scalps. Or if you guys like it for, a swing or a little long-term hold on Workhorse. Alright, so we got about 10 minutes till we open on up here. And you could really feel the the holiday take into effect this morning. Really dead out here so far. Holiday days are always the the trickiest. Always see a lack of volume on days like this. Always got to be careful, when you're looking to long on days like this, especially for small caps. Just you see a lot of false breakouts, lack of follow through. Usually on days like this, I'm always sized down a bit. So maybe if my average position size is, maybe 4,000 shares, I'll look for, maybe 2,000 shares on a day like today. So that's probably what I'll do. If I'm going to take any trades today, I'll probably be sized down. let's see. Oh man, let's see. Wow. Falling asleep at the desk over here, guys. Falling asleep at the desk over here. Let's see. Rami, it's been a while since we had some hot momentum on small caps. Yeah, we kind of got that, that 1 week of insanity in October. We had STS, BIMI, BNGO, WWR, and ever since that, it's kind of been a little bit slower. In fairness, I would say we have had volume. It's just not the type of volume we like, at least for most of us. Like I said, we've been seeing, more multi-day runners like XNet. Like, look at this. XNet's still holding up. This is insane. This is, a unicorn. We never see small caps hold their gains like this. Same thing we saw, IC. Look at this IC still holding up. So this is what we've been getting in this market. These multi-day runners. It's not something, ideal, at least for, my trading style. Looking for a Tesla long, all right, yeah. If you guys looking to, looking at maybe some big caps today, check out our option stream. We also stream options. Alex is on the Velocity Trading Options channel. He trades Tesla too. He trades Roku. He trades Nvidia. All those big cap stuff. So go check out our option stream if you guys are interested in trading some options. All right, so we got 6 minutes, 6 more minutes. Let's see if we get any scanner plays. Let's see if we get anything to hit the scanners. As far as anything gapped up, not interested in too much. We'll be watching CLVS and Dare, but maybe we could get some sort of low flow play on the scanners. Look at that. The great Casper has bought an NVIDIA graphics card. It will probably spike, yeah. If Casper's buying, everyone's be buying, NVIDIA. Alright, so let's see. Let's map out our lines. Let's see. So DARE. Let's see. Let's map out this one. We'll map out that $1 line. Map out pre-market highs at 110. See, had a little trouble this morning at 110. Looking at the daily here. Yeah, daily's gonna be some. There's gonna be some strong 110 resistance too. We're gonna have some daily levels around this 110 area. Only up 27%, so not really enough meat for a short, maybe a short scalp, but not really too much meat there for a short. So these are the lines I have mapped out there, and then I'll map out CLVS. Map out this 580. So 580, I'm gonna map out 580 support. And then we'll do pre-market highs around 640. Alright, so here's the lines on CLVS and DIRE. Just thought the market was closed. Yeah, a lot of people actually I saw her say that too. So it just shows you guys we're gonna have a lot of traders who aren't gonna be here today. Definitely gonna affect some of the small cap volume. Definitely gonna affect a lot of the small cap volume. So just be cautious on a day like this. You know, like I said before, maybe size down a little today. You know, I told you I'm gonna be sizing down as well. I usually trade around 4,000 shares around my average position size for a small cap. I'll probably be looking for maybe like 2,000 shares on a day like today. Nice, Chris. Definitely a smart idea. You know, I totally agree. Maybe if you guys are newer, not a bad idea to hop on the sim today. Not a bad idea to hop on the simulator today. You know, no shame in hopping on the sim. You know, no shame at all. Yep. Yep, Chris. Oh yeah, I don't even mention that. Yep, CLVS guys. I did have did exit my position this morning. I did have a CLVS swing on Friday. I did call it out to you guys during the live stream. Watch for a strong close. You could see CLVS close relatively strong on Friday. I don't want to go back and mess it up, but yep, CLVS closed strong on Friday. I got in the 580s and sold this morning in the 630s. So did have a nice winner on CLVS. It was on my swing trading account. Did profit around $700. So did have a nice trade there, and I am green on the morning. All right, market's about to open on up. Let's see what's in store. All right, let me throw up the new scanners. I almost forgot. Here we go. On the bottom, I'm going to have DARE on the bottom. Arcanine video, hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Yeah, AGRX. I just put it in the title. It's not one I'm gonna be focusing on today either. Top two plays at the bell are gonna be DARE and CLVS. So we have our lines mapped up. DARE you're gonna have $1 support, 110 resistance. CLVS we're gonna have 580 support. We're gonna have 640 resistance. So make sure you guys are always trading according to your lines. Always trade off your lines. Anything in between is a lot of noise. So make sure you're playing your lines. Nice dump there on RAPT. RAPT $25 dropped down to 20, but only 9,000 in volume. So it would have been, probably would have been impossible to fill maybe. But that one was on your potential short watch. CNST also. Casper NXTC. Saying NSTC is making some moves. Yeah, a little bit of a bounce here on NXTC. LPCN also. This was on Dead Cat Bounce Watch on LPCN. So we can maybe throw LPCN on the bottom. There's CLVS, some new highs right there. Not bad if anyone was able to get in, 590s, risking that 580 line. Not bad there on CLVS. About a 10-15 cent risk if you got in there. LPCN 70 cents. So you can maybe give LPCN maybe a little bit of a look too on dips. And remember, guys, on these dead cat bounce setups, don't expect this thing to run back up to $2. Don't get greedy on these setups. These are good for quick little scalps, but as far as looking for a big target on these setups, I would recommend that look for a more reasonable target. A more reasonable target would be, all right, maybe I get in here at 67 cents, 65 cents, risking the lows are risking 60 for like a 90 cent target or on the play here. SPWR moving. Yeah, SPWR. I did post that in Discord on SPWR. This one did have I believe it was like a $300 million investment. Someone took a massive stake for SPWR. CLVS, a little bit of a pullback, 595. DARE, wow, DARE back at 110. Let's see, DARE. Not bad on DARE. He's gonna have some 110 resistance here. So 110 is gonna be a tough mark. That's gonna be pre-market resistance at 110, and it's gonna have some daily resistance at 110 too. So could see some profit takers around 110. Could see people loading up on the short side at 110. So definitely not a bad area to lock some in here if you guys are long on DARE. Yep, Casper just mentioned that 110 is going to be some tough resistance. CNST also moving on up. CNST coming up at $30. AGRX also come to life. Yeah, come to life. Nice one. Come to life did mention look for 190s on AGRX dips. Back at 215 now. CUI coming up to $1 here. It has been below $1 for a pretty long time now. Couple months. All right, back another 110 test here. There we go, over 110 there on DARE. Let's see if it could hold on up now. See if it could hold on up. There's CLVS too. CLVS, right off that line, right off that 585 mark on CLVS. Did mention that 580 support line held that mark, and now it's making some new highs here on CLVS. Hard rejection there, really hard rejection there. The bid's pulled there on DARE. Look at that, nasty rejection right there. That's what you call a, it's a textbook stuff move right there. If you guys want to know, oh, Nick, what's a stuff move? Right here, that's a stuff move. Right into resistance, coming on up, huge rejection, upper shadow, right back down. On high volume, too. Stuff moves are always on high volume, because now think about it, guys. Same thing, when you say, oh, shorts are stuck, it's kind of what you mean by longs are stuck now. There's a lot of buying coming in here. A lot of buying coming in here, 110, 111. So now all the longs who bought up here, 108, 109, 110, now they're all stuck. So, see how this plays out here on Dare. LPCN 77 cents. Nice. So nice one on LPCN if anyone caught this. Nice little move here. Chuck, nice. 590 out at 627. Great job there, Chuck. Very nice. It's a solid play right there, especially, if you're playing that 580 mark. What are you risking? 10 cents? And you made 37 cents in return. Nice trade right there. LPCN 80 cents. So LPCN really starting to go here now. I haven't made any trades so far yet this morning. I just exited a CLVS swing trade in pre-market. So I am green on the day, but as far as any trades so far, nothing yet. Being very cautious on a holiday day like today. Bike, you're asking AGRX line where? Gonna have a support line at $2, and I'd probably say the next overhead's gonna be like $2.25. Every 25 cents is a natural support, natural resistance line. CLVS, next mark's gonna be we're gonna have that 640 area. That was the pre-market highs. So definitely not a bad idea to take if you guys are in maybe 590s and you were risking that 580 line. Not a bad idea to look to take around 630s here, because we're gonna have some resistance right up around that 640 mark. Yes, it could continue to go 100%. CLVS can continue to grind on out today, but on a holiday day like today, definitely not a bad idea to lock it up. Get some green on a day like today. Don't be greedy. I was thinking when I was in my swing trade, I'm like, oh, I could definitely see CLVS maybe close to 7 today. We're seeing these multi-day runners go crazy. I'm gonna hold the 7. Having some thoughts like that, I'm like, Nick, what are you thinking, man? You already met your target. You already have a 3-to-1 on the trade. Why am I gonna get greedy and look for even higher, especially on a holiday day like today on a Monday? There's gonna be a lack of volume today, so that's why I decided to take on CLVS. LPCN 84 cents, very nice. Dare trying to hold $1, but looking a little weak here. And there's the breakdown there. There's a new low right there on DARE. AGRX, there's 220s, very nice. Oh, thank you. I was talking for a while there. Was talking for a while right there. I don't even know how long I was muted there. All right, let's see. CLVS. CLVS consolidating above VWAP here. So this one, continuing to hold on up here over on CLVS. And I was saying we could give SPWR a bit of a look here. This one did have a big investment stake on SPWR, and it's doing some nice volume. The only thing is the float's a little bit higher, 140 million in float, but it does have some good statistics. High short float, good IO, good amount of insiders held, and a big market cap here on SPWR. What's going on, Bike? Elaborate. Yeah, AGRX, come to mention in chat, and a few other traders mentioned they are expecting to getting that FDA. They're expecting to get that FDA approval, so we could see some traders look to maybe load up for some sort of swing position, in anticipation of the FDA approval. But sometimes we do see that, guys. What do we see? Kind of like a buy the rumor, sell the news type of deal. So we could see if this thing starts to grind on up for a few days, and that news comes out, could see it come back on down. Could see some profit takers. So just keep that in mind. If this thing continues to grind on up and the news comes out, don't be surprised if you see a lot of profit takers. But yeah, this move this morning could also be contributed to some shorts getting squeezed out a little bit too here. They're like, oh, shelf offering. I'm going to look to, short into pops. And you could see some of those early shorts getting blown out here a bit. CLVS pull back here. Yeah, AGRX. Let me throw AGRX on the bottom now. AGRX moving on up. LPCN also some new highs. I'll see if LPCN could get close to $1 here. Let's see if it can get up to this $1 mark. This setup has been pretty reliable lately, guys. This setup, I haven't tracked it myself, but even seeing a lot of these dead cats lately been working out really well. LPCN continuing that trend this morning. You guys can see how trendy is the small cap market. The small cap market is very trendy. Not even, even in the past, we had so many trends, we can see that repeat itself. We have the $1 trend. When a stock under $1 goes parabolic, we see a bunch of others start going. When the low floats get hot, we see them really get going. The shippers get hot, they get going. The biotechs, now we're seeing these multi-day runners in play right now. AGRX multi-day runners, CLVS, XNet. Now we're seeing these dead cat bounces. So we're seeing stocks that are getting beat up on bad news, mistrials, whatever it may be. LPCN moving on up. We saw ANAB Friday. What else did we see? We saw another one. I can't remember the name, but I remember IBS caught it over in chat. So the small cap market is very trendy. Chris, you're in on PLUG, Sim Trade. All right, good luck, Chris. TRNX, a little bit of a trap here. Nice little short trap here. TRNX. Why does this thing keep coming on down? So for anyone new tuning on to today's stream, we do this every day, Monday through Friday. Scanners go up around, have been up pretty early lately, around 8:30. Commentary starts at 9:10, and usually go to around 10:30, 11 a.m. unless it's really slow. And we do have a Discord chat. Links down below in the description, or the Nightbot has a link right there to join our free chat room. Definitely check it out if you guys haven't already. Someone just asked me, how do I identify a short trap? There's many ways you can identify a short trap. There's just so many different scenarios that, that could get thrown at you that you could be like, oh, this is the short trap here. So let me just go over this example for a short trap on TRNX and how I was able to identify it so quickly. So TRNX here, I was able to identify this this short trap, just based off the technicals. This is, so you can see here we got this morning push. We had these topping tails here around this 215 area. Came back on down, rejected multiple times here, VWAP. Rejected multiple times here, and we rebroke that $2 line. So I bet you, you can see here, see this red volume bar here. This was a lot of shorts probably loading up here. Side note, CLVS cracked. CLVS has broken support line. It is backside now in CLVS. So anyone in on the play, the support line has breached. So it is backside now in CLVS. So be careful now. Trend is now to the bearish side. But yeah, you can see we got this multiple rejections here of VWAP. Came back on down, breached the $2 line. You could see this big red volume bar came in here. So a lot of shorts probably reloading here at the $2 line, or even loading up here around this rejection of VWAP. And then, reclaimed 2 and had a strong volume candle above VWAP. So now think about it. A lot of these shorts who were in 205, loading below 2, all this volume here is now stuck and now being unloaded into these green candles most likely. And now it's continuing to move on up. Stanley, how long I've been trading for? I've been trading for 3 years and a few months now. 3 years and a few months now. Yeah, I've been trading for. Do you depend more on technicals or reading the tape? I look at both. I look at both. I look into, reading the technicals, watching the tape, watching the volume. Those are all, things I, look at it. I can't really put, what I, prefer more, technicals or tape. They're both important to me. I always say volume and price action is my king and queen of trading. So those are my two top indicators. Always look at the volume, price action. Those are two very important indicators for my trading. Russell short CLVS 627. Nice average right there. Yeah, CLVS, nice one for a quick little long, and now short's taking over. Let's see. Yeah, bike, of course. 100%, man. 100%. Uh, yeah, that's how I like to trade. I like to take advantage, on short squeezes. I like longing into short squeezes. I don't like longing stocks that are too crowded one way. For example, I don't want to long a stock that's too crowded on the long side, or I don't want to long a short stock that's too crowded on the short side. So those are the best plays. When we get short squeezes, when those are when we get the best rips, the best runs. So I definitely like to be, longing when I think potential short squeeze forming. That's why I don't like buying the breakouts. I like to wait for a stock to set on up, accumulate some short sellers, reclaim, and then move on up. That's what I like to look for. This is a great little wash trap and squeeze pattern. This is a pattern I like to play. Parabolic, move on up, comes back on down, breaks down, reclaims, and then squeezes on up. So that's one of my go-to patterns right there. New support on CLVS. I'd probably say the next level is going to be that 550 area. Yeah, TRNX, really nice. Yeah, very nice on TRNX. Nick, is there a way to determine whether someone is short and the level 2 is there? I mean, you can't really, you could, maybe imply that they're short, but there's no way of telling, if someone's short or long on the based on the level 2. Eagle, I did not get in on TRNX. I just called out the the nice short trap here on TRNX. A little late though. I called it out. I called it out like 220s. I wasn't really paying attention to it too much. All right, let's see. I'll probably be answering some more questions now. I'm honestly probably going to give it, guys, like 10 more, 15 more minutes here, to be honest. It's a Monday. It's really slow. It's a holiday. Lack of volume. I'm not really looking to get involved with anything this morning. Nothing I'm too in love with. So I'm probably going to be wrapping up in the next 10, 15 minutes. I apologize for the early end to the stream, but, I've seen a lot of you guys hopping off, too, and it's pretty dead out here. So it's not like we're missing anything, but TRNX putting in a nice little move here. TRNX squeezing on up here. Alright, let me see. I have a few questions I could answer here. Let's see. What does a stock need to have in order to make your watch list? Whatever stocks I think I could potentially set up into one of my strategies. If I see for example, let's just say DRE here was a 1 million in float stock, and Now let me say let's say DRE was 1 million in float stock, was gapped up. Same news, higher price on good pre-market volume. That's a stock that I want to be potentially looking at for a possible long. Especially if it has good statistics, if it's a 1 million in float stock, high institutional ownership, good amount of short float, a good headline, nice price action in pre-market, good volume. That's something that I would be possibly interested in taking a long on. For example, let's say I don't know, ENEG. ENEG yesterday went on a nice move on Friday. Had a gap down. Let's say it wasn't gap down this much. Let's say went 150s, 160s, gap down 120s. Had a weak close on Friday. This is something I'm potentially interested in a short on the day two move. Overextended gap down setup. Short into prior day resistance into pops. That's something I'd be interested in a short. So really, whatever I'm gonna be on my watch, this is something that could set up for me into one of my trading strategies. So for example, this morning I didn't see any stocks this morning I liked, and I didn't see any stocks that had potential for me to really trade. All right, let's see. I'll probably answer questions for another 5-10 more minutes, and then I'll wrap it on up. Let's see. So would you say AGRX is doing one of those patterns? Yeah. For AGRX is doing the technical pattern. This is a technical pattern here, and for my wash, trap, and squeeze pattern. But I mean the statistics and the volume isn't too great. Good thing. Ricky kind of just mentioned it right there. This is definitely a lot of manipulation here on light volume. I want to see much better volume. 300K bars. Not really going to cut it for a $2 stock. Going to need to see some better volume than that. The float's a little bit higher for this pattern. I need to be, really under 5 million in float for this type of pattern. So if this was a, if this was a 4 million in float stock, was doing a little bit better volume, and I saw this pattern start to set on up, started to reclaim $2, got over VWAP on strong volume, pulled back, the bids held, then I'd be getting long here on TRNX. But yes, to answer your question, as far as the technicals, pattern wise, yeah, that's something I look for. All right, Ricky, you too. Have a good one, man. Have a good one. Yeah, bike AGRX was definitely a short squeeze. What manipulation mean? Just big players, manipulating the stocks. People with a lot of buying power. Let's see. Let's see. Thank you, Ricky. Appreciate it. Bye, Robin. Made $30. I'm done for the day. Green is good. Good job. As long as you stuck to your. No, I'll say this: green is good when you stuck to your rules. I see a lot of people saying green is good. Not necessarily true. You could have a really bad trade, get lucky. It's not good. Green is good when you stuck to your rules. All right, you too, Casper. Have a good one. Yeah, today's a good day to catch up on some other things, right? Today's a good day to catch up on some other things. Maybe get some studying in too. So I'm definitely gonna be working on some other things today. Catching up on some work I'm behind in. What time is it? 10:04. Alright, I'll give it like 3 more minutes, 4 more minutes. Yep, bike. Stamp that on your desk. Put a sticky note on it. Green is good when you stick to your rules. I like that. Gonna add that. I have a bunch of sticky notes on my desk here. A bunch of stuff I like to look at each and every morning. Yes, sir. Bike, get some exercise. Yep. It's actually a nice day here in New York. It's actually like almost 60 degrees out. So, it's sunny too. Probably gonna go for a nice jog or something also. Gonna grab a quick drink of water. I'll be right back. Alright, let's see. Bike, let me see. For us to go riding, I'm gonna bug you until you do it. Uh, yeah, I haven't been on a bike in a while. I do have one, but I'm more of a jogger. I like going on jogs. But maybe bike. Maybe I'll take you up on that. It's been a while since I hopped on a bike, but I do have one. Let me see. Actually, thinking about it now, my bike's probably really small, as that was when I was a young kid. So, I don't even know if I could still fit on that. Stevie, yeah, I'm not in the city. I'm in Long Island. And I agree with you there, Stevie. I probably couldn't live in the actual city. Don't get me wrong, I love going to the city, but I'm not sure if I'd be able to live there. Long Island's much more isolated. It's not as crowded. Not as much people. It's really chill down here. Really chill down in Long Island. I love it here. Let me see. AJ, all right, guys. Like maybe another minute or two. I'm gonna get going here. Let me see. Jeff, thank you. Oh, someone asked a question about books. Yeah, someone asked a question about books. Oh man, I actually did. Someone actually a really good trader, actually recommended me some books. And I'll be honest, guys. I'm not really a book reader. I'll be honest, but a trader did recommend me some books. I do want to read them too. So let me see if I still have it. I think I may have wrote it in my notes. Yeah, I have it in my notes here. So whoever asked that, I'm gonna put it in Discord. So make sure you're in Discord. Actually, maybe I could read some of them out, but I think it's a long list here. So just put it in a educational room. Yeah, that one's in there. Trading in the Zone's in there. The Playbook by Mike Belfour. The Daily Trading Coach, Brett Steensberg. Let's see. The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. So yeah, those are some books right there. I posted in Discord. So definitely go check that out. Nick, are you far from Freeport? Not at all. Freeport. It's like a 15-minute drive from me. I was actually just in Freeport the other day. Actually, just there the other day. Stevie, you too. Have a great one. Ride your bike and master the Ultra Instinct, Nick. That's good. Bike, you're a funny guy. Oh wow, Russell, you're from Freeport. Wow, that's awesome, man. I think you got to be the closest trader to me. I mean, I know some traders from Long Island, but man, that's really close. Small world, right? Out of the 150 viewers, someone's 15 minutes away from me. That's awesome. Wow. Let's go. 2 traders from LI, Long Island. Let's go. Trading pennies, you too. Huntington. Yeah, it's like 25 minutes from me also. Uh, Merrick, yeah, Merrick's. I'm in Massapequa. So yeah, that's Merrick's. It's like 2 towns over from me. That's sick. Yeah, I'm really close to Jones Beach. Jan, you're from Norway, yeah. I actually have a buddy from Norway. I'm not sure where in Norway he is, but that's cool. Hell yeah, Russell, let's do it. Let's go fishing, yeah. I love fishing. A little cold now, not much out. Maybe like blackfish now, but when it's prime season, I'm definitely down to go. Chris Hansen from Syracuse, New York. Let's go. Yeah. Go Orange. That's actually funny you mention that, Stevie. Yeah, I never been to the Belmont racetrack. No, I haven't. Maybe next time. I was actually talking to that with my cousin about going watching the horse race. I haven't though. But alright, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Here. It's 10:12. Uh, don't mind having this off-topic convo at all because it's really slow. But I'm gonna get going here. So thank you guys all for tuning in today, especially on a slow day like this. Appreciate all the support and love from you guys. Hope everyone has a great rest of your day. Enjoy the holiday, and respect to all the veterans out there. Appreciate it. And we'll be back at it again tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Let's see if we get some more action going tomorrow. Let's see if the volume that was lacking today moves into tomorrow. So, all right, guys. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you all here tomorrow. First thing. Peace.